All right, everybody. Today we are going to be talking about Google My Business listings. What are they? Why do you need them? How to set them up? And then a little bit about how to optimize it so that you're more likely to be found on Google. So, step one, what are they? Google My Business listings are the things that you see when you search for a business on Google and it pops up in the top right-hand corner or left-hand corner, depending on what device you're on, and it says like the business name, website, phone number, Google reviews, all that fun stuff. This is a free listing. Yes, you can get listed on Google for free. You just have to do a tiny bit of work, and you have to know what you're doing so that you don't get caught in an infinite loop of bureaucracy and verification problems with Google themselves. So, why do you want this? Obviously, you want people to be able to find you on Google, and you want them to be able to interact with your business in some meaningful way to help make a decision on whether or not they want to use your products and services. That can be like looking at reviews, but you can also make posts on your listing just like you can on social media. We'll talk a little bit about that afterwards. So, that being said, let's hop right in. I'm going to fix my screen over here so that you can see what I am doing, and we will run through the setup of a Google My Business listing. So today, I'm going to be setting up a listing for marketing ping pong. So the first thing that you need to do is make sure that you have an email associated with your business. Now, why do we need that? Google is going to send you emails and communication in order to verify that you are a legitimate business because they are trying to avoid fake or scam businesses being listed on Google. So make sure that you have an email. It doesn't have to be a professional email like your name at yourwebsite.com. It can just be a Gmail. It can be a different like a Yahoo email address, but it does have to be associated with your business in some way. For example, on your Facebook page, which you should have, you can list your email here in your contact information. They will look here if you're using Facebook. Excuse me. If you're using Facebook as your website for the time being, you'll need to use that link as well when we go through this process, which you'll see, but it is important that you have whatever your email is that you're going to be using to communicate with Google listed here. This is a big one that I see people make mistakes on because Google will look here to verify that the person that's setting up the Google My Business account is actually associated with the business. So whatever your business email is, make sure that it's listed here on your website, wherever you're sending Google to help verify your business. All right. Let's hop back over to Google here, and we are going to simply grab my keyboard, and we're going to search Google My Business. We're going to click on that, and it's probably going to ask me to sign in again, which is totally fine, and that's not the right account, which is fine. We can switch to the other account, which is right here, and the reason that I'm doing it on this account that doesn't have any businesses is so that you can see what it looks like from the start. So this is the screen that you should see once you log in, and you can search for your business. You may actually have a listing if you're a business that's listed in some registry, or you needed to like register your business for some reason. You may already be on Google and you just need to claim your business. But either way, you're going to type it in, marketing ping pong, and obviously it's not there, so we're going to create a business with this name. Click on that bad boy. Marketing ping pong, business category. We're going to type in media company. Reason for that is we have a podcast and we have a Facebook group, we have online education, we have a lot of stuff that really falls under that media umbrella. For you need to, I would recommend searching on Google what your business category should be based on what you do for your Google My Business profile. I'm going to make a list of the different businesses and the recommended business category for you. The reason that this matters is that Google will, again, they're trying to verify if you're a legitimate business or not. So it's important to make sure that when you pick your business category, it is actually the one that you would associate with the business that you're running. And why wouldn't they just have like a preset list of businesses and categories? They do, but there is some crossover and some overlap there. So just do a quick Google search and make sure that you're picking the correct business category, and I will work on making that list for you guys as well. So name, category, and we're going to hit next. Do you want to add a location customers can visit, like a store or an office? No, we are not going to list that for us, but for you, if you have it, it is a good idea to list it. Google tends to prefer businesses that have physical in-person locations. For whatever reason, they made it that shift. They're trying to use Google My Business more for businesses like that than other businesses, but that doesn't mean that you can't list it here if you don't have it. But for us, I'm going to click no, and I'm going to click next. Where do you serve your customers? This is optional. Again, we are a national business, but you guys are, generally speaking, going to be local businesses, and I would select a few cities in your area. We're in Southwest Florida here, so you do like Fort Myers, Benita Springs, Naples, etc. But for us, I'm going to leave it blank because we do not have a service area. We are in the United States, and even though hopefully we'll get some worldwide distribution, we're in the United States, so we're going to click next on that. What contact details do you want to show? So for website, I am actually going to paste in our Facebook page URL, because again, they're going to be checking that to make sure that we're a legit business. I'm also going to put in my phone number just for the time being. We don't really want to take calls at Marketing Ping Pong. We don't really want to do that one-on-one kind of communication with people outside of the group. But this is where you would put in the phone number for your business, and you can come in and change all this information later, so don't worry about that. But I'm going to put that here because they may also want to use that for verification purposes. So I'm going to hit next. Get updates about your business. I would click yes on this because you want to get emails about how to optimize this. When people message you on this listing, you want to get information from Google about how your listing is doing. So I would click yes on this. And we're going to hit next. And I think now we're going to be landed on the verification page. Great. So this part is important. Okay, so Google still sends out postcards with numbers on them occasionally to verify whether or not you are a legit business, but this is not going to necessarily be your business address. It does not have to be the physical location where you operate, and for us it's saying that it's going to be hidden from the public because we chose to not list our address publicly. You cannot use a P.O. box for this. You do not want to use a virtual office for this, because this is something where technically you can use a virtual office, but I usually don't recommend it. This is somewhere that they're going to verify they're going to send you something at this address to verify that you are a legit business. So make sure that you put in a legitimate address that you're receiving mail at. For me, I'm just going to use my home address. That's totally fine. You guys can come visit me if you want. Okay, and it's going to ask if we want to verify later. You can also do that, but what I would recommend is putting it in now and handling it if you can. Okay, so Google, let's see here, select a way to get verified. Google needs to verify that you manage this business. Here it's given me two options. This is where it can get a little bit tricky. It's going to send me a phone code, which is really convenient, but this is not always here. Sometimes they require you to do a business video. Sometimes they don't have any options here other than contacting support, which again is kind of a giant pain in the butt. But I will say they are pretty good about it when you are actively communicating with them. So if you get a support ticket open with Google, you just need to be on top of it and reply within a day or two, or else it gets put on the back burner. So here I would select phone code if you have this. Sometimes they have send out a postcard as an option here too, but obviously the phone is going to be the easiest way, which is why I recommend putting in your phone number at that previous step so that they can text or call you to verify that this is a legit business. Now we are going to hit next. I'm going to grab my phone here. You can get a text or call. It's like an automated call. They'll call you and give you a number, but I'm just going to have them send me a text. Click next here. Feel free to call me or text me and say hi. Okay, let's open my phone, and yep, looks like we got the text from Google. And we got, you just enter your code here, and you hit verify. You're now verified. You can reply to reviews, turn on chat, and more. This was relatively painful because I put in my phone number and I had the Facebook page there with an email on it that was associated with my business that I'm also signed in as right now. So I'm signed in as this email that I have listed on the Facebook that's associated with my business. That helps too, just to make sure that everything's kosher. Google is going to look at all of these things and essentially try and decide whether or not you are a human, a legit person that is trying to set up a business, or a spam account. So the more in line that you can have everything and above board that you can have everything, the better. All right, so now we're verified. We're going to hit next. We can add business hours. I'm going to leave business hours blank for now. We can accept messages, that's fine, and add a business description. Cool. So I didn't prepare anything for this, but I'm just going to write something basic because I can come back in here and write this again later. This should be pretty concise, and it should be, in my opinion, a few sentences that tell people exactly what they need to know about what your business does, the people that you serve, the type of customers that you serve, and a small amount of social proof, right? So if you've been in business for a while, you can say serving the XYZ community for the past 10 years. We provide blank, blank, blank services and are open, 24/7, 365, whatever you want to put there that you want people to see and understand about your business at a glance. And for us, it is that we have the absolute best marketing podcast on the planet. And we're just going to leave it like that for now. Again, you can come back in here and adjust this and edit it. I'm going to come back in and write something a little bit better in here later, but for the sake of time, we're going to just hit next on that bad boy. You can add photos and videos. You can also add your logo as well. I am going to skip this for now and pick some photos at a later date, probably some of our YouTube thumbnails just for fun there. So we're going to skip that now. They are going to try and give you an advertising credit. Don't worry about skipping this because they will offer it to you later as well if you would like to come back in and do Google Ads at some point. They're going to offer you $500 in free advertising when you spend $500, which is a great deal. I do recommend people take advantage of this, but only once you know how to use Google Ads effectively because you don't want to waste any of your money. So for now, we're going to hit skip on that bad boy. Your edits will be visible once you're verified. I know that they already said we are verified, but it does take a little bit of time for that to kind of process and go through. So we're going to hit continue here. All right, so now it takes us back to Google. Okay, so the thing that you're going to see here is that when you search for yourself, marketing ping pong, this is the first thing people do when they set up their Google listing. They search for themselves. You are not going to come up immediately. It takes a little bit of time to get verified. It takes a little bit of time for Google to decide whether or not they trust you and to start recommending your business to people in search. Obviously, it's a huge company with a lot going on, so it's not going to just pop up right away. The way that you find your Google My Business listing, you can search it here. You can search Google My Business, and it should pop up and show you your listing. Yep, so here it is. You can view your profile, and it will show you that right now your business is not visible to customers because it is not verified yet, but I did the verification process. It's just going to take a little bit of time. I can click back in and say get verified if it's not letting me, but I already did this, so I'm going to leave it alone for right now. Sometimes there are glitches in Google, and you might need to come back in and do that verification process again. It's totally fine as long as you follow the steps, and if you get stuck, just email support. They are there to help you as long as all of your information is the same. Your email, phone number across your business platforms, for example, Facebook, your website, that helps with that verification process. And when a human goes to check it, they'll be like, great, they're all set. I'm actually going to go into a different account and show you what your business listing is going to look like once it gets verified here, and that will help you understand what you can do with it once you actually get it set up. But that's how you find it. One other way that you can find it is right here. So now that we've done Google My Business, this profile manager thing pops up, and we're just going to move this up to make it easier to access. Now that you've set up your business, you're going to have access to this business profile manager. You can click on that, and we're not verified yet again, so it's not going to show us any of the information, and you're not allowed to make edits on this just yet. But if you don't get verified in the first like 24 to 48 hours, then I would go back in and take this step again, go through this process again, but we'll give it some time here. For now, we're going to switch accounts to, let's go to this one. We do have some business profiles here, and we will take a look. See your profile. This is from my local photo and video company here in Southwest Florida, and this is what it looks like. This is what your actual listing looks like when people find it. So if people search for photo and video Southwest Florida or video production company in Fort Myers, I will pop up somewhere, and this is what they're going to see. There's Google reviews. You have this little check mark that shows that you manage this business. You have your address, hours of operation, phone number, etc., etc. There's also a website. You can get directions, all that good stuff. So what do you need to know about this listing that can make your life better and make it easier for customers to find you? Google My Business listing, a lot of people treat it like a set it and forget it kind of thing. I understand it because it's kind of a pain to set it up, and once you do it, you don't want to think about it again, but it is a really big missed opportunity if you're not coming in here and at least doing the bare minimum to try and get reviews and to try and add updates about your business when something cool happens or when you want someone to know what's going on. So this is the listing. As you can see right here, you can click this to add photos to your listing. I would just put pictures here of you providing your products and services, pictures that have to do with your business. Maybe you got a new truck if you're a service-based business, anything that you want to show people and celebrate to add legitimacy to your business. You can be a little bit more business here as opposed to engagement or human like you would be on Facebook and social media. It's a little bit more, it works a little bit better to be more buttoned up business here. And that doesn't mean that you can't be fun and engaging here, but you're not really looking for people to engage or comment on your Google My Business listing posts. It's really just to add credibility and a little bit more legitimacy to your business when somebody finds you on Google. So I have pictures here that I've taken. I have pictures of us on jobs. Then if you scroll down a little bit here, you can see that there's a chat, which is really great. If you want to, somebody wants to chat with me, they have questions immediately, they can click that and it will go directly to my phone via an app that I have for Google My Business. You can add products here. There's a lot of really cool stuff that you can do here. You have your categories of service, you have all your reviews, and you have posts. This is the thing that most people don't know or they ignore. You can actually add updates and posts about your business. Say you're running a special or you have a new product that you offer, or maybe you're hosting an event. You can come in here and add a post about that to let people know. So there are, again, a lot of different things that you can do here to add legitimacy and build trust for your business. You can show that you are providing products and services in your niche, and it just builds that trust. So when somebody comes here and they see that I offer video production, and it's not just me saying it, there are pictures here of my company providing this service. It's really powerful in the way that it builds a lot of trust. So how often should you post? I recommend, Google says they stop showing your posts after about 5 weeks, but I would say trying to post something here at least once a week. If you're in business and you're actively providing a product or service, chances are you're going to have something to post at least once a week that has to do with your business. If not, we can talk about it and we'll give you some ideas on what to post. I haven't posted here in a while because I've been quite busy, but as you can see, you can scroll back and you can see a few different posts that I've made, maybe some specials that I've run, and I do get leads through my Google My Business listing. Reviews are one of the big ones. I really love Google reviews. They help me make purchasing decisions all the time for local businesses, and you can actively try and get more reviews from your customers, and that's something that you do here as well. So what you're going to do is you're going to scroll right down here to the reviews section, and you're going to click on Get More Reviews. Now this will give you a link that you can just copy and simply send in a text message or an email to somebody after you have provided a product or service and they are in a really great mood. That is the perfect time to ask for a Google review. You need to be careful here. You don't want to incentivize people to give reviews. If Google figures out that you're paying people $10 for a review, they get mad about that. They want legitimate customer feedback so that people can make good purchasing decisions. So just ask when they're in a good mood. There are ways to provide incentives that are not directly incentivized, and we can talk about that maybe in a different strategy video. But you just simply copy this link again and send it out to your customers in a text or an email once you provided that product or service. You can also copy this and turn it into a QR code, put it on your business cards, so on and so forth. So that's the main thing that I do to get this business profile set up and optimized. I'll make a couple posts, I'll start getting some reviews from customers, and that gets you off on the right foot, headed in the right direction. You can also add your logo here, which I believe I mentioned already, and that's in the photos, add photos here. All right. If you guys have any questions about setting up and basically optimizing your Google My Business listing, please hop into the Marketing Ping Pong Facebook group and ask. Feel free to share screenshots, pictures of your Google listing if you're having any issues getting it set up. We would be happy to help you, and I will see you in the next video.